Hey guys, I'm Hagen here, and I'm gonna do a tour of my car fleet. So this is my Pennsylvania Railroad. Came with the Pennsylvania Flyer set. It's a caustic soda tanker car and Pennsylvania Salt one, and yeah, it's a really cool car. It's really interesting with the three domes. I've never seen that before. Besides, only in Lionel starter sets. I don't know if it's I have a feeling it's an actual car, but I have a feeling they're very rare these days to have three domes. This is advertising, I should say, because this came out in the MPC era. And of course, if you don't know, General Mills bought Lionel for until all the way from 1970 to 1 or so to 1987 or 8. But yeah, this is why General Mills is on there. Next up, we have this Marx C&O gondola. This thing is all tin. Really cool. It's in perfect condition. This is original. This isn't remade. This thing's original. It's in this condition. Really good. And I got it for nothing. And this thing too, except it's missing the knuckle. This is just a state of Maine boxcar. It's really common though, so it's not worth anything, unfortunately. But here's a Lionel post-war gondola. Really nothing. This came with some sort of starter set, I bet. They wouldn't sell something that plain, which is nice because I don't have that many post-war stuff from Lionel besides engine, and I have more post-war Marks, which I just want to get more post-war Lionel. It's better stuff, actually, than the Marks. A little bit better stuff. Here we have the post-war Marks New York Central boxcar. Now, I do have to admit, this one is better than the post-war boxcars. They were literally just a piece of plastic. Unless those the ones where the guy was in, he tossed out the barrels, but yeah, but the standard post-war boxcar wasn't as good as this one. The Marks kind of won with this. This one's detailed. It's metal, all metal, so it's very prototypical for back in the day. Now I have this car I'm gonna make custom because I'm gonna strap down this signal to it. It's an MPC Union Pacific flat car, very common, very cheap, known for derailing if you have it in the middle of a train. Now I have two of these. I got from 2 starter sets. Actually, I think I have 3 of these. Yeah, I have 3 of these frickin' things. This one's a little bit different, though. This is the earlier variant. Next, I have the Mark Shell. This one is very popular. It needs cleaned up. As you can see, it needs derusted. I think I'm going to soak it in white vinegar. And here's my MPC era Dutch cleanser boxcar. Actually, no, it's not a boxcar. It's a refrigerator car. And something fell out was probably important, but oh well. Here's the Penn Central gondola. Now, what I said in the other video was, if you're wondering why I have the Penn Central tender, well, I bought it because I'm modeling the Penn Central in Conrail. Now, if you're wondering why I have all steam engines, well, it's because they're cheap, but I do have a couple diesels that would fit in the time, because they still use E units back in the early 70s and mid 70s, so yeah. But I'm modeling the Penn Central. I'm modeling the 70s, kind of. Well, I'm trying to, but yeah. that's there in that too, but it's just, O-scale stuff just gets expensive sometimes, so I can't always get the stuff from a particular era. But moving on, I have the PRR boxcar. It came with the Pennsylvania Flyer set. Prototypical, really nice. It's really nice. This one's really nice to look at. Now the cabooses, well, I have a ton of these. But these are the ones that are going to be in operation. I am building a railroad museum somewhere. Or a place to display a caboose or an engine. But first off, we're to start off with the Penn Central. So I'm modeling the Penn Central. I have this caboose. And this one's kind of funny if you're really that immature. It's a Kickapoo Valley and Northern Railroad. I think that's an actual company. I am not sure though. It came with, of course, the Kickapoo Valley set in the early 70s, early MPC era, which was nice. It was a really nice starter set that a lot of people like to collect and love. Now this one's really a prototypical scale model, Pennsylvania Railroad caboose. This one came with my Rock Island set that is all broken. All it needs is just some wheels. This one is my New York Central caboose from Marks. And I have another New York Central caboose. It's a pacemaker. This one's really cool. It's my favorite. It just needs some work. Now here's my other Penn Central caboose from the MPC era. This one's cool. This one I've never seen is the Chess System caboose. This variant of the Chess System caboose from Lionel. So that's why I picked it up. And this one came with my nickel plate starter set. This is the nickel plate caboose. And here's something interesting. You guys are wondering if I have one of those spotlight cars. Well, I do. It's the L&N spotlight car from the MPC era. It's probably I like this version more than the post-war because the light actually stays where you want it to, unlike the post-war. Let me just excuse me for a minute while I put these back. Alright, we're back and we'll do this row. So, these are Mark's flat cars at the moment. They were originally something else, either box cars, tankers, or gondolas. So I'm not going to do anything on that. I'm just going to show you that. Here's my Penn Central boxcar from the MPC era. It's just the typical MPC era boxcar. Really nice. Now, a lot of people have this one, the Republic Steel Gondola. This is a really cool one. That's why a lot of collectors like this one. We already did that one. And this one came with the Kickapoo Valley set. I am missing the gondola. I had no clue where it went. I lost it. And the engine too. So, yeah, it's a big bummer for you guys. And the engine broke, and I couldn't fix it, so it would have been the display engine that I was talking about. Anyways, but this is the dumper car that came with it. It actually dumps. It's all plastic besides the axle, but it's still pretty cool. And it dumps both ways. I love these dumper cars. Always have. They're only seen more at mining facilities due to obvious reasons. But you see the ones that they have on the railroad that they kind of look like a gondola, but they dump on one of the sides. But here's the Burlington Northern gondola. It only says Burlington, but it's really Burlington Northern because of the green. Like, this was a year. I believe this first came out a year after the official Burlington Northern merger between the Great Northern, the Burlington Northern, and the Northern Pacific, or one of the Pacifics, I believe. But here's my DT&I flat car. Really cool. Now these ones are going to be really cool. I've restored these, put new wheels on these. The passenger cars that came with the Santa Fe engines. The El Capitan, it even says it. I'm just trying to get my camera into focus. It doesn't want to, because it's a piece of crap. I should get in the light. There it is. See that? Really cool. Yeah, really nicely detailed. And I'll show you the other two. I'm missing the dome car, I believe, but they're just the same passenger car, so you're not missing out on the other one. So I'm gonna move on over here. This shelf is interesting over here. Frisco post-war freezer car. Penn Central freezer car. The door's open. This one's came with the starter set. And these series of cars are very interesting. Came out in the early to mid 70s. All plastic, but as you can see, you're missing a wheel. Now, I'm not officially missing a wheel. As you can see, this does not turn. It's molded in, and there's no socket to put the wheel in. What really is going on here is that it's missing the wheel because it can't go on curves like 027 or like that. Yeah, it's cheap, but it's very unique, and it's been sitting at my hobby store for at least 7 years, so I bought it because I don't know why nobody was buying it. Like, I've never seen this before with Lionel trains. Like, never. I'm shocked no collectors bought it in that 7 years because maybe it's not worth much because it's all plastic, but it's very unique. But right here we have a National Hockey League boxcar. Now, as you can see, this thing's old as hell because not all the teams are on that. Some of the teams that are on here don't even exist to this day. Yeah. It's a special edition boxcar, so it's worth a little more. I still have the boxes, by the way. I never throw away the box due to some of this stuff could be worth a lot, and if I don't want it anymore, or if I see something that's worth more to me on the internet, I'll just put it in the box, and that's how I get a lot more money for it. Now, I do want to get some diesel engines, but it's going to happen soon, by the way, so more, besides just having those two diesel engines, I can have some actual Lion Chief engines. These two are just the MPC Great Northern Hopper. Very cool stuff. Now, I already showed that one. Here's my Conrail boxcar. This is my favorite boxcar. This one is awesome. It's from the MPC era, by the way, and yeah, I'm getting a Conrail locomotive to match this. This thing is awesome. Yes, I am getting Penn Central diesels, but they're just going to be from the MPC era because I'm not spending money out newer Lion Chief Penn Central engine because we all know that the Penn Central was a fail, and I'm not spending that much money on failure. I like the Penn Central, it's just that, yeah, they had their problems. but I'd rather spend more on Norfolk Southern and Conrail engines. That's just why. I also want to get the Santa Fe F3, and yeah, that's really it for now. Bye.